Hello, everybody. Today, in this session, I'm going to introduce you a sonnet by John Milton. John Milton, as you know, is one of the greatest poets of 17th century. He is the greatest epic poet in English and obviously the greatest versatile genius of his times. John Milton is known for his epics, The Paradise Lost and The Paradise Regained. It's a sequel. He also wrote a wonderful elegy, a pastoral elegy called Lycidas on the death of his friend Edward King. His prose work includes Areopagitica, a fierce defense of freedom of speech, and some other poetic works are La Allegro, Il Penseroso, and some treatises on education. And a drama, Comus. John Milton is also famous for his sonnet, On His Blindness. On His Blindness is said to be an autobiographical sonnet written in the Petrarchan style. He imitated Italian poet Petrarch as far as the style of writing is concerned. It includes one octave and another sestet. The poem describes the poet's condition, the speaker's condition particularly, and his faith in religion. It's an exploration of his experiences with his blindness and religious faith. It also speaks about the importance of patience, which one has to develop in one's own life. Before explaining the poem, I'm going to recite the sonnet and later we shall come back to discussion on this particular sonnet. On His Blindness by John Milton. When I consider how my light is spent, yet half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is death to hide, lodged with me useless, though my soul more bent to serve there with my Maker, and present my true account, lest he returning chide. Doth God exact day labor, light they need? I fondly ask, but patience to prevent that murmur soon replies. God doth not need either man's work or his own gifts. Who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. His state is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed, and posted over land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. The poem beautifully describes the poet's desire. The speaker says, when I consider how my light is spent, the speaker has lost his eyesight, lost his half of the days in life, yet half my days. He has still a lot of time to go, miles to go before he sleeps. So, in the mid of his life, he has lost his eyesight. He said the world has become dark and wide. He repents that he could not work much when God has given him everything. God gave him chance, but now he is blind. And that one talent which is death to hide. There is a story, a parable related to talent. Talent is a kind of a coin. And the story goes how the talents were used by three sons. Someone hid it, someone used it. Like this. The person who used the talent is useful. The person who hid it or tried to hide it is useless. It means any knowledge. Take, for example, the knowledge, skills, intelligence. If you keep the talent with yourself, it is useless. Knowledge is useful when it is in use. Shine in use. Knowledge shines in use. Talent shines in use. So that's why the speaker says that one talent which is death to hide, lodged with me useless. I have lot of poetic talent, but it is lodged with me useless. I'm not able to use the talent because of the constraint of the sight. Though my soul more bent to serve there with my maker, I want to serve my maker, my God. I am ready to serve, but I am crippled by the loss of eyesight. I am not able to do much because I am blind. This is the speaker's predicament. And present my true account. I want to present my true account. I want to work hard so that God should not blame him because the talent was blessed on him. He was blessed with the talent, and the talent should be used when you are blessed with the talent. And he asked innocently, doth God exact day labor like day need? Does he want me to work? Does he still want me to work? He fondly asked. But patience is wisdom. Patience is important to prevent that murmur. Wise words come back. It is not just working. It's not just you do this, you do that, you are winning the heart of everyone. You go on working. All the time, work is not everything. There is a wisdom. There is some reply. God doth not need either man's work or his own gifts. Man foolishly tries to gift God. It is actually his own gifts. We feel that we have given this, we have given that, we have donated this, we have donated that. Whose money we are spending? We are spending his money. Whatever God has given us, we are giving back. His own gifts, whether it is talent, money, material. So all that belongs to God. And God does not want his own gifts. He only likes those people who are patient, who are, in fact, who best bear his mild yoke. The mild yoke, they serve him best. Just believe in God. Patience. His state is kingly. God's state is kingly. It's magnanimous. There is no poverty. there is a grandeur, there is plenty. He doesn't require man's gift or man's work. We are only surrendering to the will of God and bear his mild yoke. Of course, there is again a reference. They serve him best. Only the people with patience, only the people who believe in God, they are liked by God. His state is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed, and posted over land and ocean without rest. There are thousands of angels, thousands of angels of God who are just waiting for his orders. They are waiting for his orders, and they also serve who only stand and wait. So God, in fact, blesses those who stand and wait, who have patience to wait, who can bear his mild yoke. There is no problem whether you have sight, you have no sight, whether you have money, you have no money, whether you have talent, no talent. Your belief in God is necessary, and there is nothing more than that. So, in this poem, it is divided into two parts. The first part, that's what we call octave, the problem is introduced. And in the sestet, the problem is solved. The problem is that the speaker says that I am without sight now. How can I work? How can I serve God? In what way I should serve God? In what way I should be useful to the society? And whether God blames me for my inactiveness, this, that, these are the questions that the speaker is asking himself. And finally, the reply comes that there is no need to, you know, blame yourself. You just have patience. You just have belief in God, and everything will be all right. So, the poem beautifully speaks about the poet's belief in God, and uh, the whole poem describes the very idea of God, and Milton's belief in God is beautifully discussed and described here. The first part shows Rehold and is frustrated with blindness, is haunted by despair and loneliness. He feels sad that is a sin to hide one's talent, which is punishable by death. But finally, there is acceptance and resignation to God's will. Bear his mild yoke, thus serve him best. They also serve who only stand and wait. So the whole poem is an interesting explanation of a poet's um, experiences and belief in God. With this, I'm going to close today's discussion on this poem, On His Blindness. Thank you.